It started on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon. I wasn't meant to be home until much later, but a job got canceled at the last minute. So I decided to surprise my girlfriend. We lived in a modest third-floor apartment. Nothing fancy, just enough. I remember walking up those stairs, feeling tired but content. We'd been together for almost 3 years. I wasn't rich, but I worked hard as a plumber and always made sure she had everything she needed. I quietly opened the door, expecting the usual, maybe music playing or her watching one of those true crime shows she was always glued to. But instead, I heard laughter. 2 voices, hers and someone else's. I stepped inside and saw her sitting at the kitchen table with our neighbor, the guy from next door. They were sipping wine, laughing like they were in their own little world. She looked up, smiling as though nothing was wrong. He gave me a casual wave, like it was normal to be drinking wine with someone else's girlfriend in the middle of the day. "What's going on?" I asked, my voice coming out sharper than I intended. They exchanged a quick look, and she spoke, her tone light and dismissive. "Oh, he was just waiting for you. He needed you to check something in his apartment. Something's wrong with his faucet." I didn't know what to think. My heart sank, but I tried to brush it off. The explanation made sense in a way. I glanced at him, and he nodded, slightly awkwardly. I followed him, trying to push the growing pit in my stomach aside. I fixed the faucet in about 20 minutes, my mind racing the entire time. When I came back, I felt like I was in a fog. Still, I told her gently, "Hey, listen, I'm not accusing you of anything, but maybe don't let any guys into the apartment when I'm not here. It just doesn't look right, you know?" I expected her to nod, maybe apologize, or at least agree with me. But what she said caught me completely off guard. "Oh, please," she scoffed. "You think that's the first time men have been coming in and out while you were gone? Always." I froze. I didn't even know what to say. My mind was scrambling to catch up, trying to make sense of what I'd just heard. "What are you talking about?" I managed to stammer. She stood up, smirking, pacing the room like she was putting on a show. "You heard me. You think you're special? You think I need your permission to have company? If you don't like it, leave." I stood there, speechless, my heart pounding in my chest. I wasn't angry, at least not yet. I was just confused. Then she looked me dead in the eye, her words cutting like ice. "You can't leave me. You're too weak." Something inside me snapped. I didn't scream, didn't throw things. I didn't even ask her to explain herself. I just turned, walked to the bedroom, and started packing a duffel bag. She followed me, still talking, still trying to push my buttons. But I stayed quiet. In 10 minutes, I was out the door. I didn't slam it, didn't look back. I went to stay with a friend for a few days, then rented a place on the outskirts of town. I waited for her to call, to text, anything. But nothing came. It was as if I never existed to her. And that's when it hit me. The little things I had brushed off over the years. The late-night texts she'd hide. The sudden mood swings. The time she needed space. Everything I thought we had was a lie. The silence was louder than any argument. But oddly enough, I was grateful. Grateful she showed me who she really was before I wasted more time, before I put a ring on her finger, before kids were involved. We were never married. Thank God. So walking away was clean, no strings, no paperwork, just freedom. People say starting over is hard, and they're right. But it's nothing compared to staying where you're not respected. No, I wasn't too weak to leave. I was strong enough to disappear. I never went back. I didn't text her, didn't check her social media. I erased her from my life like a name written in the sand. I thought I'd feel lost, broken. But instead, I felt light, free for the first time in years. I could breathe without wondering if I was being lied to. Weeks went by, then months. Still nothing from her. No apologies, no fake tears, no regret. And that's when I knew I didn't lose anything. She did. She lost the one man who would have stood by her through anything. The one who worked with his hands every day and still came home with his heart open. She mistook loyalty for weakness, kindness for stupidity. And now, she'll never have that again. I rebuilt myself slowly. New apartment, new city, a new life, Eventually, a new love. But this time, I don't ignore red flags. I don't settle for games. Some people leave quietly. Others burn bridges. Me? I disappeared. And that, I think, was the loudest thing I ever did.